Hi guys, this lesson is about inscribed angle and intercepted arc. Today's objectives are to find, measure inscribed angle, and determine the intercepted arc of two inscribed angles, find the missing values. So, what is an inscribed angle? First of all, an inscribed angle has a vertex. That's a little space. On a circle, it says on circle. And size contains chords of the circle. So we have three examples. Let's find the vertex. These are all examples of inscribed angles. So I know we have a vertex A, which is on the circle. It's not inside, it's on the circle, and it creates the angle form. I'm gonna using color markers or color highlighters. It will be help you to indicate the inscribed angles and intercepted arc if you would like to. So angle CAB, this is one example of the inscribed angle, and the other ones are also in vertex is on X, right? And then BAC is one of the examples. This is a center point out, is the outside. This center point is outside of the inscribed angle. Still BAC. Since vertex A is on the circle, we call it, all of this case, we call it inscribed angle, and we label as CAB, or either way, angle BAC. Okay. Now, let's talking about intercepted arc. What is an intercepted arc? Intercepted arc has the endpoints on the on the sides of the inscribed in the interior of the inscribed angles. So which means what they're saying is, okay, so this is inscribed angle, and we do have two endpoints. And now it captured by these two endpoints. I know there is one intercepted arc right there. So that's one intercepted arc. Case 2, same thing. I know we have two endpoints on inscribed angle, and it captured by that inscribed angle. We call it, this is intercepted arc. Same thing, we have a point B and C, it captures, so this is intercepted arc. Okay, now how do we label it? We label as arc BC. Okay, so those are the three cases we can identify inscribed angles and intercepted arc. So we're gonna move on. Now, how do we find inscribed angle and intercepted arc? More specifically, what is angle measurement, or what is a arc measurement? So here's a relationship. In order to find inscribed angle is equal to intercepted arc divided by 2. So maybe we can have some symbols. Angle is equal to arc over 2. I'm gonna put a round. Okay. Now, intercepted arc, I'm going to say intercepted arc is equal to 2 times inscribed angles. Okay, so maybe one of the either way is easier to looking at it and plugging in. So let's take a looking at the examples. These examples are corresponding to the cases. So let's find the measure of arc BC. So BC is color coded by blue, and I know purple is inscribed angle. So inscribed angle is 58. In order to find the arc, so I'm going to choose second formula, which is angle times 2. So I know times 2, so 58 times 2, that is equal to 116, right? So that's 116 degrees. Or you can think of it, and I know angle, and I know in order to find the arc is spread out. Spread out means getting bigger, so you times 2. Question 2 says measure of the angle ABC. So I know we already have intercepted arc is 120, so in order to find it, now it's going inside, so backward. In order to find the arc, we multiply 2, and we're gonna do reverse, find the inscribed angle. That means we need to divide by 2. So angle ABC is equal to 120 divided by 2, that is 60 degrees. Okay, so that's 60. I don't know, you guys can take a look at it. Alright, the last question is find the measure of arc BC. So we have a central angles. Now remember, we're gonna going out. It's getting bigger, so we have to times 2. So that is 64. So I can still write out steps. 2 times 32, that is 64 degrees. Okay? Alright, so we're gonna do practice. Let's do practice. We're gonna do it together. So here's examples and diagrams, and here's practice questions. Find each measure using the circle on the left. Okay, so I see question A says find the intercepted arc MN. So I'm gonna find it. MN is this, M to N. Well, that's minor arc since it's less than 180. It's a 70. It's right there, so I'm gonna write it down 70 degrees. Okay. Question B says find the inscribed angle MPN. So it's MPN it's going inside, right? That's what we're looking for. So we have to divide by 2. So that's 35. So inscribed angle is 35. Well, I can show my work. 70 divided by 2. That's 35 degrees. Okay. Now it says find the intercepted arc PO. So PO is going out, so I'm gonna divide it by 2 or times 2. Obviously times 2, so that is 112 degrees. Okay, so 2 times 56, that's 112 degrees. How many degrees in inscribed angle? PNO. Let me see, where is PNO? PNO. Well, it's written and given. It's 56 degrees. That's given. Alrighty, I'm gonna pause for a second and let's take a look at the practice. It says the same yellow paper, and it says honor geometry, inscribed angle, and intercepted arc. Let's do problem 1 first. Let's practice A through F. Okay, so we're gonna do this part first for 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes, and we're gonna continue to do corner notes. Okay, so I'm gonna flip over. I'm gonna just wait after 15 minutes so you can copy down the notes.